guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 12, Episode 3 called It's a Reading Rainbow. Why this title, I don't understand. I don't know. Ain't no reading rainbow. But we're just going to start off where they started off fast. So we got Chaotic and Sierra there in the studio. So I don't know if Chaotic's the one producing the music, which I highly doubt, but ain't no producer in there, just them two. He's like at the booth thing. Well, Sierra's in the booth and Chaotic's outside as if he's actually producing the song, whatnot. So then we have Erica Banks showing up, courtesy of Chaotic inviting her. So she immediately is asking him, like, what, you trying to do a threesome? Or like, what, why am I here? So Chaotic's looking like, oh, that's not necessarily why he called her there for, but, if they both with it, he would be with it too. But it's like, Chaotic, ain't nothing really about to be happening between the three of y'all sexually. So let's not even go there. So anywho, I guess supposedly Sierra and Erica's not cool. And I'm just like, after watching this whole episode, I'm like, is nobody cool with nobody at this point? Because everybody got beef with everybody. So y'all concocted all this beef so you could come on here and create a whole season. Because for me, I'm just like, where all this drama come from? You know what I'm saying? Usually we'll see something in social media and stuff. We don't really see nothing in social media other than Scrappy and Chaotic going at it right now. But I'm like, where all this beef between everybody in the cast come from? And then Spice wants to do a whole tour with the whole cast? That's what I'm saying. Like, you sure, Spice? Because this don't look like it would be a good thing to get all these people together on a tour. It's going to be Chaotic, just like Chaotic's name. So, anywho, Chaotic wants them to collaborate. Erica lets us know that she's not really cool with Sierra because she's friends with Rennie, and we know that Erica and Rennie don't really vibe like that. And then I'm just like, wasn't they cool before and you was still cool with Sierra? So why now all of a sudden y'all not cool? Like, she's always been cool with Rennie and you've still been cool with Sierra. So what you talking about? And then when he's saying, oh, he wants them to collab, both Sierra and Erica were just like, yeah, no, let's not even try to go there, whatnot. So it's not going to happen. And that's when we have Sierra talking about, everyone being shady with her. This is what Sierra going to be talking about for the rest of the season. Every time we get a scene with Sierra, she's going to be talking about how nobody showed up to her at the, for her at the hospital. Nobody really called her and stuff like that. But then as we're going through the episodes, it's like, bits and pieces, people were reaching out to you. They may not have went to the hospital, but they did reach out to you. So it's just like, you're making it seem like it's a lot of people, but maybe it's a few select that you were hoping reached out to you, but they didn't. But I guess as the episodes go, we'll find out one by one who was the one that was shady and who wasn't. So, anywho, she then starts talking about Amy talking crazy and stuff, and she can't really be talking crazy about her, not being there and stuff. Like, she only got 4,000 views on one of her like new videos and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of like, when did you look at the video? Like, if she just posted the video and she already got 4,000 views, that's actually pretty good. Now, what is it current time? Like, if you're looking at it when she just posted it an hour ago, 4,000 views is not bad. Now, if she posted it a couple months ago and it only got 4,000 views, I don't know what to tell you. At the end of the day, Amy making money, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be really talking about views and stuff. Sierra, no. And, they laughed about it, and, they talk about, trying to get Sierra to go Diamond. So they kind of like mentioned Diamond. Well, Sierra thought Diamond was being mentioned, the rapper Diamond. And she was like, she made some type of shade towards Diamond. And I'm just kind of like, so we just all shading everybody. This is what this season is about. We all gonna shade everybody. We're not cool with nobody. And we're gonna let bygones be bygones, even though we're not gonna let bygones be bygones, because what of a show would it be if there were... Come on, guys. Make up your mind here, okay? Because this is episode 3, and I'm still trying to figure out where we went wrong here. So then we move on to Jock and Kendra, Amy, Rashida, and Kirk. They go horseback riding. So Amy was the fifth wheel. Oh, listen, I don't think she really felt like a fifth wheel, but I can understand. Like, yeah, there's two couples, and it wouldn't be. Look, I've been in numerous situations where I was a third wheel, a fifth wheel, and once even a seventh wheel. Absolutely not. This is why it's like, I don't be mad when people be asking who all gonna be there, because if I find out there's gonna be a couple things, y'all have fun. trust and believe. I hope the best for y'all. I ain't trying to hate. I just don't want to be a part of it if, I ain't with, my boo thing or whatever. No. No. If it's a girls thing or like a friends thing, group thing where it's just like other single people there or it's like other people in relationship there, but if there's just them and I'm not there with my boo thing, like, okay, but I'm not gonna be part of a situation where I don't got no partner with me, even if it's a friend. Like, it don't gotta be a boo thing, but like two couples and no. But Amy better than me. But maybe they paid for her horseback riding, so that's why she went. Would I be a fifth wheel if they pay for my horseback riding? I don't know. I feel like it would still be a no. Horseback riding sounds something like I would want to do. I would love to try riding a horse. Um, but I don't think that's gonna entice me enough to want to be a fifth wheel. But anyway, back to these folks. I be going off on tangents for no reason. Anyway, so then they sit down and talk. Kendra hit 50 million in her real estate sales. So Jock is gonna throw a little shindig for her, and Amy is now a brand ambassador for Pressed. And we then go to talking about her listening party, the drama that happened with Carly and Bambi and her, and I just, once again, I just be trying to understand where all this information be coming from. So, she's still feeling some type of way that Bambi's dating or talking to, whatever the case may be, or just having sexual relations, friends with benefits, with a guy she used to mess with 12 years ago. So she's just like, Mommy D, called her, tried to set her up with Scrappy, and she didn't do that out of loyalty to Bambi and stuff. And then Jock is like telling us in the confessional, which I kind of agree with Jock. Those are two completely separate situations. First off, he was messing with this guy 12 years ago. Now he's talking with Bambi, and it's from both of y'all seemed like it was nothing too serious, but I guess it's just the principal fact for you, Amy. Whereas Scrappy and Bambi were married, they have 3 kids together. They're always going to be tied for the rest of life together, and they recently got a divorce. It is 2 separate things. 2 completely separate things. We know how Mama D be, but I agree with Jock. Those are 2 completely different scenarios, so those situations do not correlate with each other at all. Now, she's gonna mention it kind of sort of later on in the episode, but the way she mentioned it is like, Amy, what are you trying to do here? Like, what are you trying to do here? You trying to get her upset? Listen, I mean, we'll get to that point, but I just want to make the mention. Freaking Bambi, she used to Scrappy messing with people close to her, not close to her. You be mentioning that you may have, like, she don't care, bro. Like, Bambi is giving me vibes of, I already been there, I already done that, of trying to care. She don't care. She just trying to move on, enjoy life, and get dicked down by this T.O. guy. Okay, so she just, listen, she's in her selfish girl era, since everybody want to be talking about, I'm in my soft girl era. She's in her selfish girl era. Let her do her. Like, it's 12 years ago, man. Like, why we being pressed about all these little, like, this nigga don't even look like he gonna last there for long. She's just there for a good time, not a long time, and I feel like he's the same way. So let's not be too pressed about this situation, Amy. Okay, so then we move on to Bambi working at her shop. Get little snippets, and then Sierra, she sits down and vents with friends about people not being there for her. Girl, I understand, but like, cry me a river, bro. Then we get Erica. She's at a bridal shop helping Diamond look for wedding dresses. So, of course, they're talking. Diamond's happy that she's getting married, whatnot. And then they start like talking about stupid drama and then laugh at Sierra's song. Ain't no loyalty here, bitch. There's no loyalty. Everybody gonna talk about everybody. Everybody gonna laugh at everybody. Like, let's just have one big hash out, one big fight. Like, let's be done with this, because at this point, everybody against everybody. Everybody's there for themselves, We then move on to Carly and her daughter Jasmine. They go get massages together. I mean, I guess. No. Let me get a massage by myself. Like, even a couples massage type thing. Like, I would get a massage from my mom separately. Not together. Like, I do not need to hear you moaning and groaning in pleasure from getting rubbed on by somebody. Like, I don't need to hear that from my mama. And then if I were to do a couples massage, I'm sorry, I don't need to hear homeboy, moaning, groaning from another from another person, stretching out his back. Cause I don't need to hear that shit either. You know what I'm saying? Look, I no. You do that. You go in the room. I know what's gonna happen, but I just don't need to witness that. Like, you go over there, do you? I'm gonna go over here, do me in separate rooms, okay? And then we're gonna meet each other back in an hour and say, did your massage go good? Good. My massage went well too. Not together. No, no, no. So anyway, they talking about mostly what? Well, not even mostly, all about what Carly got going on. So Kai's harassing her and her man stalking her ever since she moved on. And she's thinking about putting a restraining order on Kai. So Jasmine said, maybe have a conversation with him first before you do all that. And then they talk about her relationship with this new guy, and she's so in love. She wants to get married. He's different from the rest. Carly, you say this about every single man you date. Girl, please. You said the same thing about Kai, and look how that turned out. You said the same thing about Mo, and look how that turned out. Like, girl, like, please, girl. We're not trying to hear anything you have to say about relationships at this point. So then we move on to the drama about the B-Day trip. And, Carly tries to blame Bambi for Jasmine almost not making it. Jasmine said that's false. And, said, it was on her. But Carly was like, no, but, she didn't message you so late. You may not have showed up. And, Jasmine's like, well, you was acting out a little bit with that whole party situation where you was going off on Bambi and what. Okay, look. At this point, are we going to hash it out or not? Okay, I'm not going to be dealing with you telling a new person every episode the drama that doesn't happen. We all seen it. I understand they may not have heard of it, even though they've heard of it. What's the resolution? Okay, let's stop talking about this. What is the resolution? Where we're gonna get to with this? Okay, because I'm not trying to go to episode 4 and we still trying to explain to somebody the dumbass drama that happened because people didn't want to show up for your birthday, or because she messaged your man. Yeah. So then we move on to, that was the end of their thing. There's nothing else to say in regards to that. So then we move on to Kendra's celebration party. So Jock makes a little speech. Everyone is there. Bambi shows up with her boo thing. Amy's like, oh wow, Amy, please, not right now. Please, not right now. So obviously she's a little bothered, and apparently per Amy, Bambi was dealing with Scrappy when he was still living with Erica Dixon. Amy, what I gotta do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, Amy, what does that have to do with anything? For real? So now you got all this tea because now you and Bambi not really cool. And Amy, girl, stop acting so bothered. Stop acting bothered about a nigga from 12 years ago. It is not a good look on you. Okay, we need to be acting unbothered, like whatever. She could, have my leftovers. You can't. It's leftovers, I guess. But the whole talking later on in the episode about you tasted my lips and pussy, like, it was 12 years ago. So like, no, it's not. She not tasting nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your scent and all that stuff has been like diminished. It's like absent. Is no longer there. What do you? The drama that you be having every season, it's just like petty. It's like it don't need to be happening. And I'd be so upset that you be allowing it to happen. Like, it don't, girl. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Not for this nigga. Not for these people. No offense, but like, y'all not even cool. The cast is not even cool with each other. So y'all doing all this for what? I just hope the check's good. The check that you get from them, I hope it's good, because this don't make no sense to me. But anyway, Amy talks with Bambi and her brew thing. You can see, feel the tension, but nothing, no fight or nothing breaks out. So I guess that's great. Rashida and Kirk, they showing up late. Erica Banks, she shows up late too. And, we got Chaotic and Jock, like, looking at the fact that she had a nice big ass. Her ass is assing. I guess. I mean, when she was wearing the TikTok jogger outfit when she was with Diamond at the bridal shop, yeah, it looked good in those pants, but sometimes it looks good, sometimes it don't. I mean, there's sometimes some girls their ass always look good. I'm just like, girl, I wouldn't know how to act with a body like that. But Erica, sometimes Erica be showing out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she don't really, not to me, but I ain't trying to mess with her. That's for the guys to do. So I just watch from afar. Anyway, Jack, your wife is right there. This is her party that you threw for her. What you like hugging up on Erica and then you looking down like, dang, Jock, please, Jock. We know you still be fucking out, on your wife. Okay, I don't think anybody's surprised about that. Even your wife's not surprised about that. But let's not make it so obvious that you be fucking around still on your wife. Anywho, so Amy's still talking about Bambi and her blue thing. Amy, let it go, bro. Let it go. Let it go. Let's not let it go. Amy, let it go. That's what the title of this episode should have been called. Amy, let it go, because you are acting so jealous about a guy from 12 years ago. Was he the best dick of your life or something? Because I'm trying to understand you feeling so much a type of way about Bambi dating this guy. So then we'll move on to Jock and Kendra. They go talk to Bambi, her boo thing, and then we have Chaotic, Amy, other people that was there, whatever, talking, and Chaotic tells Amy that Sierra said, made fun of her getting only like 200 views on her new song and whatnot. Chaotic, she did not say 200, she said 4,000. Okay, so let's start there. Second off, Chaotic, you just made, why you had to tell her that? Why you had to tell her that? So Amy doesn't care. She said she don't feel bad about not being there for Sierra because Sierra's never been there for her. Then Rashida suggests that her, Bambi, and Sierra come together and talk to hash the beef out. At what point are we going to realize that formula it never works? And if it does, it's very rare. Rashida, because she says she's always like the mediator and stuff. Rashida, how many times have you tried to mediate stuff that never goes well? Never goes well. Never goes well. But you're going to still try it again anyway. You're going to try again next season too? Okay. Amy said, okay, cool. So then we get to Bambi and her man talking about the tension and drama. The homeboy said, him and Amy were just having sex. But, Bambi's just like, well, the way Amy's making it seem and acting out right now, it seems like you guys were just more than just a friends with benefits type of situation. And it does feel like that on Amy's end. In the beginning, she tried to make it seem like it was nothing, but like now, like that she be acting out, it's just kind of like, what's real tea? Like, why are you acting so bothered that Bambi's getting dicked down by somebody that used to dick you down 12 years ago? At this point, you should be looking at him like a pass around, not like, oh, why you? No, he a pass around, bro. I'll look at him like, oh, okay. Move on. Amy, you can find better. You can find better. So can Bambi, but Bambi just, trying to have fun. Anyway, so we then move on to Carly at her restaurant. Kai shows up, so, she could talk with him. So they go outside, sit down to talk. And, she immediately calls him a psycho, asking why he's stalking her and her man. He tries to deny it. She says she got proof, she got receipts. She even starts reading some text message from some girl, I guess, that he's trying to get to stalk them or whatever the case may be. We see some responses on Instagram that he's, like, trolling them, and her picture with her and her new boo thing and whatnot. And she says she needs to get a restraining order on him. And he's just like, he just tries to say things to, like, get under her skin, like, look, I'm just waiting to see when my food ready. I'm just going to give you deals. I was really reaching out to you for business, but that's cool. I'm just going to give you a deal to Bambi instead because, I guess maybe he knows that her and Bambi got beef. I don't know. But Then he's saying, oh, that's why Shekinah and Spice told him to leave her alone. And, she acting like this, but she knows she love him. And I'm looking at him like, sir, half of the stuff you said is lies. But I feel like what you say can get under someone's skin. Now, from the receipts, it looks like you are trolling her. It seems like you are stalking her, trying to see what she's about. And maybe getting other people to stalk and see what she's about also. Now, restraining orders don't really do much, to be honest. Yeah, getting a restraining order would be a good idea, but do they really do much? Because police don't be doing shit when people be violating, their restraining order. So, E for effort, but Carly, it ain't really gonna do nothing. But I guess it would be good to have on file for, just in case purposes. Kai, we already know what he about. Like, I'm just kind of like, Carly, you knew having a conversation with him would go nowhere, but we gotta fill some time in the hour, some way, somehow. But I'm just like, look, just give the guy his food, let him go about his day, because he's not even worth to try to have a conversation with. You see how that goes. He's just gonna try to say stupid stuff to get under your skin, get you mad, get you to act out, so you can look like the crazy one, even though it's really him that's the crazy one, manipulative, narcissist. You know how that goes. So then we move on to Pressed. Okay, we get to the little confrontation or mediation that Rashida tried to put together. So Amy's there doing a photo shoot. Rashida lets us know that she told Amy that Sierra and Bambi was going to be there, but she didn't tell Bambi and Sierra that the other two was going to be there. So Amy goes to the back. Sierra comes up. She brings Rennie. Rennie's 6 months. She's pregnant. She's just trying to stay away from drama. She got a juice bar coming out with her man. Okay, cool. So Sierra immediately goes into talking about her leg situation, no one being there for her. Rashida said she did reach out, but she didn't go to the hospital, so she apologized for that. Sierra said, okay, well, that's cool. At least you did reach out. So that's why I'm just kind of like, okay, seems like some people were there for you, but just not in the way that you wanted them to be there for you. Which I can understand. But this whole narrative, like, nobody was there for me. Look, the people that matters, or the important people, was there for you. So now you know who your real friends are. I understand that you feel some type of way about it. I think anybody would if you really thought, multiple people were your friend. But you got to understand, Sierra, this is just a business. This is just a TV show. Ain't nobody really friends on this shit. I've been saying this for I don't know how many episodes now. Ain't nobody really friends on this shit. We just doing this for the check. But that's something they got to realize themselves. You know what I'm saying? I can see a mile away because I've been watching this since season 1. Way back in... When was season 1? Over a decade ago. I think I was in high school. Anyway, it don't even matter. Look, it was way back when. Okay. Look, ain't nobody loyal on this shit. Ain't nobody loyal. So, I'm sorry, Sierra, but you got caught up. So then we then move on to Bambi showing up. Sierra immediately confronts Bambi about not being there for her, and she looked at her like a sister. Sierra, you look at everybody like a sister. I don't know why. I do not look. I'm not gonna be looking at people like sisters, because for what? Fuck you. Anyway, I'm sorry, but like I just don't have the patience anymore. Like, I don't have the patience. Why are we looking at people like sisters? Why? Because we're cool. Yeah, we're cool. But listen, you gotta show some major loyalty, or that I know you rocking for me to be like, that's my sister right there. And I only have quite a few. I don't have no biological sisters. I got two sister-in-laws. Okay, but anyone that I really look at as a sister, very rare. Maybe a couple, 2, 3. And one of them's like family, one of them a cousin. So like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to this damn show. Bambi apologizes. She said she thought it was a joke. Baby, what do you mean? What do you mean you thought it was a joke? How do you think that's a joke? She was in a hospital. So you thought it was a joke, so you wasn't going to reach out to her at all to be like, hey, is this thing true? But y'all ain't shit, bro. Y'all just whatever. Anyway, so she thought it was alright. So Sierra gets emotional, saying, she's trying to really see who's rocking for her. Rennie lets us know in the confessional that, you know, Sierra and Bambi should have left their friendship in Canada and whatnot. And then that's when Amy pops up. So then Sierra confronts Amy. They start going back and forth. Amy mentioned Bambi being fake. And then that's when Bambi and Amy start going back and forth. And then Bambi gets up first, Amy gets up second. Like, they get buck with each other. And I'm just like, both of y'all sit down. Y'all know y'all not finna do shit. You know the security gonna get in the way, and then y'all gonna, like, ain't nothing to happen. So then that's when Sierra goes back, you know, gets back into it with Amy. They going back and forth. Once again, security keeping them apart. Like, ain't nothing to happen. And then Rashida wants to let us know that, you know, she tried being a mediator and stuff. It didn't work. And maybe she needs to put her retirement boots on. Rashida, this is not the first time you said this. Like, you said this before on another season. So you didn't learn your lesson over like, then? You never put no retirement boots on, Rashida. You still gonna be trying to be mediator for no reason. And that's that. And that's where the episode ends. It just, you know, solidifying that everybody got beef with everybody. This episode should have been called Beef Wellington, because what is the show if there's no beef? But what is the beef? Petty bullshit. That's literally what the beef is. But, you know, I guess we're here for it, you know. Bambi and Sierra going against each other. Bambi and Amy going against each other. Amy and Sierra going against each other. What are we doing here? Randy just sitting there, you know, eating popcorn, invisible popcorn, where she's looking like, I tried. Kirk is just like, this some girl shit. I'm not even trying to get involved. I got my own shit going on. Like, you know what? Anyway, love and hip hop, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Like, we ending this. We done. I'm not even gonna. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, that's cool. Too much drama to even wrap your head around a jokey joke I made to laugh. I get it. So come back next week. So hopefully my jokey jokes can land. You could laugh and then subscribe. Okay. Comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, lemon squeeze, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.